Hello and welcome to Seen It, the show where we've seen it and we tell you if you should.
This week we are talking about Wicked for Good.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Right, so it's going all right.
What does that mean?
Well, but a bit of a mixed bag of a week.
Okay.
I had a great Sunday.
Good. What did you do on Sunday?
I went to Leeds.
Oh, you did Hans Zimmer.
I went to Leeds and I saw Hans Zimmer.
I realise now that this is the first time we've seen each other this week.
Yep.
So that's unusual for us because normally we see each other quite a lot in the week.
Mm-hmm. But this is the first time.
Yeah.
It's been a
How
nice
was
break.
Hans Zimmer?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I loved him. He was wonderful. Had so many guests. He brought the lady from Dune that screams.
Good for her.
And the guy from The Lion King that screams. That's
So
probably offensive, actually.
Was there quite a lot of screaming?
Yeah, but like fun screaming. It wasn't it was more and
how musical of you.
Flavinia.
Right.
That guy.
Yeah.
He was there.
Good for
It's
him.
a lot of fun.
Did he do it well?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, you'd hope so. He's the OG.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he did that. He did
Good.
He did it very well. How was your week?
The winter cold has hit me, so if I'm spluttering and sniffing the whole episode.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
That was me last week.
Yeah.
Lot of fun.
Hopefully the cough doesn't hit in time for next week because last time I had a cough we had to cancel recording.
Yeah.
Because I'm quite bad when I get a cough.
Yes.
But I'm alright. I drove my car for the first time in 6 months yesterday.
Congratulations.
Very nice.
Congratulations.
It's nice to get back behind the wheel.
Was it?
It was.
Oh.
I thought that I'd forget how to do it, but I was alright.
Mm-hmm.
My brother turned 19 and we went out for dinner last night. Great food. I had lobster mac and cheese. Bougie.
I mean, lobster mac and cheese isn't my ideal combination.
No, it was really good.
I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, it was good. But other than that, my week has been very mid. I've not really done fat lot.
Okay.
Uni work.
Yeah, same. Quite a bit of that.
Fun.
That is great.
So films and stuff.
Yeah, right. The fun bit of the week. So Friday night, I saw a little movie that we've been kind of amping up.
It's probably the most anticipated movie that
we've talked about.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say probably, it most definitely is.
Yes.
I think it's a matter of fact.
For this film.
Yes. So
What film was it?
Wicked for Good.
Yes.
Part 2 of Wicked 1, which we love.
We did.
Very, very good movie.
Yeah.
So this is.
I also watched it on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't plan to, but that was a fucking drama and a half.
It was, it was a fun. So this is the second part. This is an adaptation of the second half of the stage play,
which is objectively worse than the first part.
Objectively, yes, but not bad. I like it. I like the second half of the stage show.
I had zoned out by that point when I watched it. I think.
Oh, I see.
And I think my brother was asleep next to me.
Right.
So, yeah, not my favourite part of the show.
I see.
This one obviously ties in the Wizard of Oz.
It does. Basically, the whole plot of the movie
is the Wizard of Oz, yeah.
And it tells it from Elphaba and Glinda's perspective.
Yes. And there was a lot of conversation about who was playing Dorothy. The answer is nobody.
Nope.
Well, somebody called Bethany.
Some stand-in that is not Judy Garland.
No.
Because Judy Garland is dead. In case you didn't know.
Is she?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but
when was that?
Long ass time ago.
She must have been really young.
Yeah, well done you. Anyway,
so what did you think of the film?
I'll be honest, I had a great time.
Did you?
I had a wonderful time with this one. I don't think it's as strong a movie as the first one.
No.
But that doesn't necessarily mean I disliked it at all. I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
I think the second half was much better than the first.
The second half of the second part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. If you break it up into quarters, the final quarter, I guess.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But
I'm with you.
I thought the music was not quite as strong.
No.
But
that's not the film's fault, though.
That's not the film's fault. But it wasn't bad by any means.
No.
It's just there is kind of No One Mourns the Wicked. It's just called Every Day More Wicked.
Yeah, and I didn't like it as much as the first.
It wasn't quite as good as the first, but I still really liked it. I like how deep and how heavy the music felt in this one.
Yes, the film's a lot darker than the first half, which
and I appreciate
nice.
that. I appreciate that. The first one, they're at school. Everyone's not everyone's friends, but they're kind of getting to know each other, and you have all the petty high school drama.
Yeah.
And then the second one, you have the politics of Oz.
Which I think, because of the audience that they brought in the first half, and there's quite a lot of people who don't know the stage show who are now into this film.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why people didn't like this film.
I
Because
get
of
it.
the politics of it, they were probably going into this movie expecting another like really happy, quite joyful movie.
I say politics. I mean politics of Oz. They don't really do much tying into politics in real life.
No, but it's still quite
other than
deep,
the obvious, which is what the stage play has always been about, which is anti-Semitism. But
yes.
anyway,
and you've also got the whole government side of the wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand why it's not doing as well.
It's still done quite well though.
No, but people are slating it.
I thought you meant box office wise.
I don't know what the box office stats
It's been
are.
very good. Many records have been broken.
Good.
Yeah,
Good for them.
many of them.
I'm going to be honest. I have engaged in a lot of TikTok watching since I've watched this film.
Yeah.
And it has affected my opinion on the movie.
So I've not done that. And I'm
Which
really
is
glad I've not
good.
done that.
Because it has made me pick things up more that I missed when I was watching the film. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it when I watched it. I came out of it and I was like, it's not as good as the first one, but I didn't expect it to be.
No, I didn't expect it to be as good either.
It was still better than I thought it was going to be. And then through watching people pick things up and go, this doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense, why did they do that? I was like, okay, I get where you're coming from. And now I'm a little bit more on the, they could have done it better.
Fair enough. I'll tell you there are two large issues I have with this film. The first one is not really this film's fault, but the franchise's fault.
Okay.
And that's that the pacing in this movie is really weird.
Yeah.
It feels like the third act of the last movie.
Yeah.
It feels kind of like how Deathly Hallows Part 2 feels
but
like.
I think that's the point. I think I've seen somebody, I think it might have been Mark Mode, talking about this film and how it isn't a film on its own. It is
a part 2.
A part 2.
And so I say it's a big issue. It's not really that big of an issue. But I think if you take this, I think the title of calling it Wicked for Good instead of Wicked Part 2 kind of doesn't really help with the pacing because it doesn't feel like the kind of movie. You couldn't watch this without having seen the first one.
No, but you can watch the first one and not watch the second.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where it's a duology. It works brilliantly.
Yes.
As an individual movie, it kind of stumbles a bit. And I acknowledge that's not this film's fault. But I still maintain that I think this could have easily been a 3-hour solo film.
I agree with that.
Instead of a 5-hour something.
Because I think they put quite a
Duology.
lot of extra stuff into this film that potentially it doesn't need.
No, I agree.
Because I think that they could still have the emotional side of it and the hard-hitting drama of it without depending so much on Glinda's character because they seem to linger on her quite significantly more than the stage show does.
I am wondering how much of that is the idea that the makers of both these movies wanted to submit Cynthia and Ariana into different categories at the Oscars because they are co-leads. They just are. That's just the way it is.
True.
But how they went about it was because they wanted them to not go against each other. They submitted Cynthia for lead actress and Ariana for supporting for the first movie. And then for this one, it's the other way around. Ariana's being submitted for lead and Cynthia's being submitted for supporting.
Which I do get. I do feel like Alphabet was more of a supporting role, even though it's her story.
Even though it is her story. Yeah, I agree.
Which I think was a weird choice.
Do you think there is credence to that theory that they did that so they could submit them differently?
I think that they probably did because in the sense that they are co-leads and because of the way that they are outside of the film, like in press and stuff.
Very
memeable.
I'm
not even going to get into
very
that.
Very memeable.
It's very,
I've seen way too many memes comparing.
Have you seen the one where Cynthia's crying over a helicopter?
Yes, I've seen that.
That bothers me.
Have you... I'm sure there's some context there that's not included in the meme.
Probably.
But it's still quite funny.
Oh my
God. There have been way too many memes of, obviously that stupid-ass Singapore man.
Yes.
Basically just went up and grabbed Ariana Grande.
I'm glad that he's been jailed.
Yeah, no, that completely. For someone to do that to someone who has PTSD,
yes,
that's a terrible thing.
And people don't realize that she's got PTSD. People are all like, "You're being so dramatic," and I'm like,
"No, she's not."
No, I agree.
We can criticize them for being dramatic about a lot of things,
yes.
but not that.
No, I don't think that she was in the wrong at all for that.
No, absolutely not. No. And Cynthia backing her up and kind of pushing the guy away, that's completely fair.
Yeah.
What I do find quite entertaining is that Cynthia wasn't doing any interviews at, I think, the New York premiere or something because she'd lost her voice.
Right.
And Ariana didn't do interviews as well out of solidarity. Solidarity for a sore throat. All right.
My issue has arisen now because I've watched an interview with Ariana and Jonathan Bailey, and it's very, very normal. Like, Ariana is bringing her actual personality to the interview. Johnny's obviously bouncing off it because...
Yeah, Johnny, our mate, yes.
Our mate, Johnny Bailey.
Uh-huh.
But then you see her in interviews with Cynthia, and it's like, no, everyone is so scared to offend Ariana or say something wrong.
Because otherwise Cynthia's going to go ape shit on
And
them.
even Ariana herself, she ends up being really quite more reserved and strange in the way she's answering questions.
I mean, have you seen that photo of someone hugging Ariana and Cynthia in the background looking all scornful? It's so funny.
Have you seen the one where somebody dropped a drink and it hit Ariana and Cynthia's face? And she was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" Like, really, like... And the drink was dropped over somebody else.
Right.
And it just hit.
I think I did see this.
Yeah, it hit Ariana. They did eventually go and like console the girl who had the drink dropped on her head. Yeah. But initially it was Cynthia going, "Oh my God, Ariana, are you okay?"
I find it a bit... I mean, you could put some of that down to, okay, look, she's got PTSD, it makes sense. Yeah. But I think Cynthia is quite dramatic and it's quite funny to watch. Quite funny.
We've gone very off topic.
I've seen a hell of a lot of memes of people saying, Cynthia, the millisecond I even glance in the same direction as Ariana. And it's a video of Okoye going mental for Black Panther. It's so funny. Oh, God. Right, back to the movie.
I was making a point, but I don't remember the point, so I'm going to move on from the point.
Sounds good.
Let's talk about character, like, costumes.
Character costumes?
Yeah, like, the Tin Man is my favourite part of the film. He looked great.
He looked so good.
So good.
I think Scarecrow looked good as well.
He looked like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what my sister said immediately as the movie ended. And I was like, did he? I didn't notice that, but...
Did you not see it?
Well, I did when it was pointed out, but I didn't see it before that.
I've realised since that the reason why he really doesn't look like Jonathan Bailey is the fact that whole scene is his stunt double.
Oh.
It's not Jonathan Bailey.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the reason why it really, really doesn't look like Jonathan Bailey.
I see. Well, Tin Man did look incredible.
He looked great.
And obviously going into it, spoilers ahead, I probably should have said that at the start.
That's okay.
We knew that Bok was going to become the Tin Man.
Yes.
And that Fiero was going to become the Scarecrow.
Yes.
I spent quite a lot of the movie feeling quite nervous for those transitions.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking they're either going to do this extremely well and it's going to be really poignant and everything, or it's going to be awful and the CGI is going to be a disaster.
I think the CGI failed on the lion, the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah, voiced by Colin Domingo, who we barely...
He deserved a bigger role.
Yeah, he's barely in it.
Yeah, it was a bit of a waste of a character.
Yeah. The CGI wasn't awful for the lion, but I get that. The CGI for young Jeff Goldblum...
Oh God!
was something out of hell. It looked like Jeff Bridges in Tron Legacy, which obviously you haven't seen, but it looks awful. It's really a horrible bad. like 2004 video game render.
They ran out of budget by that point, 100%.
It was so ass.
Yeah.
Maybe just do it with makeup. You don't need to de-age him that much for a few seconds.
I agree with that. Also, the fact that it was a big reveal, but everybody kind of knew.
Well, we knew. I mean, I knew. It's alluded to very easily, especially even if you don't know the stage show.
Yeah.
It's Jeff Goldblum singing in the first movie
Yeah.
when he drinks the green elixir.
Yes.
So it's not really that big of a surprise.
I think that
Jeff Goldblum doesn't even act that surprised, just like, oh.
No, true.
Yeah.
I think that in a way, the reveal was more for Glinda than it was for us. But I think that there was a way to do it that had more impact than going, oh my God, Jeff Goldblum is Elphaba's dad.
Now can you leave? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of that reveal didn't work for me. I did have the feeling when obviously Elphaba melts in quotation marks.
Yes.
That hang on, we still haven't done the wizard's reveal, and then that came, and I went, oh, I didn't feel that impactful.
No.
And I don't know how much of that is because I knew that was coming.
Yeah, and I feel like there was more. There should have been more with the Scarecrow, like him just kind of popping up right at the end.
No, I actually quite like that.
Okay, I wanted a bit more.
By more of the Scarecrow, I suppose what I feel like is Fiero's arc in this movie is predictable, of course, but that's not an issue in this instance. Mm-hmm. It's what you want to happen.
Yeah.
And I like his arc, which is obviously I'm going to find Elphaba so that I get to her first. Mm-hmm. And then he finds her first. Yeah. And he turns his magical Oz gun.
That was a weird shaped gun. It looked like he was holding it backwards.
I was like, I want to see that get fired. I want to see the gun fire just because I don't know what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
I imagine it to look like one of the Stormtrooper blasts from Star Wars rather than a bullet.
That reference goes right over my head.
Pew pew kind of thing, I guess. Okay. You ever played Angry Birds Star Wars?
No.
Oh, never mind then. So that's kind of what I was thinking. It's just that I enjoyed that, and I think saving the reveal not for who Scarecrow is, because even if you don't know the story, it's very obvious who Scarecrow is going to be when he's like held up on the
but I think that I wanted more Scarecrow is the bit where the Tin Man is like screaming about the fact like burn the witch, that bit of the film. Yeah. I wanted a bit of him in that. I also wanted to see more of a transformation when he was in the field. Because I feel like they had that in the trailer and then they cut it from the film.
They had a bit of the transformation teased with Bok as well. You see the Tin just clutch his fingers. And I enjoyed that reveal a bit more. Well, I enjoyed that reveal a bit more than the Scarecrow one. But they're very different thematically. The Tin Man reveal this is Bok at his lowest. Mm-hmm. This is him going, okay, I burn the witch and everything and becoming a full-on, really buying into the Wicked Witch agenda, if you will. And then with Fiero, it's the opposite. Yeah. And I think the reveal, because Tin Man doesn't look kind in this one. He looks as hateful and heartless as he appears, which I think
love it.
Is obviously a bit of a twist from the original. But it's,
he's quite silly and goofy in the original, isn't he?
But for the context of this story, it works. Yeah. And then for Fiero as Scarecrow, I like that. Obviously, it's him. Yeah. And I remember thinking, are they even going to show his face? Because I know it's him. I know it's Johnny Bailey under there.
But there was also no personality change with him in his transformation.
Which begs the question to me, which makes sense for the character, I think.
Yeah.
But it does beg the question why he would join Dorothy on that journey. Unless it was a whole thing of, I can still get to Elphaba and save her. That's probably it.
I think that is exactly it, yeah. But I think that, I don't know, even if it wasn't such a dramatic change, and you know how, like, in The Wizard of Oz, he's really quite, like, floppy and stupid. Mm-hmm. Maybe not so much of that, but just play a little bit more on the brainless side. Because in this film, obviously in the first part, we get the whole point that Fiero is quite brainless. He doesn't try very hard in school. He's dancing through life.
But he's actually fairly intelligent. Yeah. And presents that throughout this film.
Yes.
Well, somewhat.
But he proves it more in this film, and then when he turns into the Scarecrow, he's still just this quite intelligent, smart.
Yeah, emotionally intelligent. Yeah.
Yeah. Man who just loves
Elphaba.
But
that's at least what I mean by the reveal at the end is done well, and I'm glad they saved it they saved the visual reveal for the end, because then that hammers home the point of that is mentioned earlier in the As Long As You're Mine song. Yeah. Of you're beautiful. You don't have to lie. I'm not lying. I just see things in a different way.
Yeah.
And
Which can be taken really badly, may I add.
It absolutely can. Absolutely can.
Which is really
the message
funny.
it's trying to say is looks aren't important.
Yeah.
But the message it kind of implies is
you are ugly.
You are an ugly mug. You are an ugly mug, but that's not what I think is important as regards to everyone else who does think it's important.
Yeah.
Which isn't great.
It's quite funny.
It is a bit funny.
Yeah.
But if you take it at not just face value and realize what it actually means, which is very hard to miss what they're trying to say, then it does work at the end. And that's why I think that reveal is good when you see that, okay, Scarecrow is likely to be othered for his appearance now, the same way Elphaba would. They're now a match made in heaven or
But I still think that the reveal of the Scarecrow wasn't... Like, the point of it wasn't to reveal the Scarecrow. I think the point of it was to reveal the fact that Elphaba's not dead.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah.
I think it's killing two birds with one stone, isn't it? Like, you reveal the Scarecrow's face. It's not a reveal that it's Fiero. We know it's Fiero. It's just, I think it's just showing his face and in a way that kind of makes it.
As Ryan Reynolds.
Not as Ryan Reynolds.
Another star.
Just as poetic, if you will, with him saving Elphaba.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that those two things being revealed at once kind of works out well.
Yeah.
I want to talk about one of the things that I love in this film, and that's For Good at the very end.
Yes.
And,
great song.
Which it is an amazing song. I have one issue with it.
Okay, go
and I'm
on.
sure you've probably had this issue as well. We haven't spoken about it, but I bet you do. They're singing all heartfelt and emotional to each other.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dorothy's still in the basement screaming.
Yeah.
No,
that's true.
She's like,
yeah.
That's really funny. I'm so sorry, but that's hilarious.
I forgot about that. And then it leads into this whole really heartfelt moment where she's like, I'm going to die, basically.
Yeah.
Did you take that? You know the bit where Glinda's in the cupboard?
It's just a glorious scene, by the way.
Yeah, it's a great scene.
I mean, I have a major issue, not a major issue, but I do have an issue with both of the films lingering on moments too long.
Yeah.
That's the one moment where I went, I'm glad they lingered on that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
The scene where you have both of their perspectives, you can see both of them, but they can't see each other.
Yeah.
They're just emotionally
It was
breaking
beautiful.
down. That's an amazing lingering shot.
But I want to know what your interpretation of it. Did you think that in Elphaba saying she's going to kill herself, basically, that Glinda actually believed she was going to kill herself or that she was going to fake it?
What were the actual words she said?
I don't remember.
Was it something like, I think she said something like, don't worry, everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And then she watches her melt. I feel like Glinda, the insinuation I get is that Glinda thinks she's dead.
But my argument to that is, surely Glinda knows that Elphaba can't melt by water.
Yeah, exactly. Because she cries in the first movie, and even if she didn't, it's a ridiculous thing to suggest, even in Oz.
Because the whole thing that they make in the film is that Elphaba can melt.
Because her wickedness makes her that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Glinda obviously knows that she
is not wicked.
The same way that Fiero at the end knows that she's not dead and that she's hiding under the trapdoor. Yeah. So I don't think that Glinda actually believed that she was going to kill herself. I think that my interpretation of that was Elphaba was going, I'm going to fake my death, but I can't see you anymore because otherwise my cover will be blown. Yeah. So I'm saying goodbye now.
I suppose so, but I that's the biggest difficulty, I suppose, is does Glinda know? Does he know? But
I think that she knows. The same way that she opened the Grimmery at the end. I think that was basically Elphaba telling her that she's okay. Yeah. I don't believe that Glinda's magically got powers now.
I don't think it's that. I think she's just going to learn how to read.
That's
the moral of the story. But yeah, I think it's that's a point of contention. The insinuation to me is that Glinda thinks she's dead, and that's why it makes No One Mourns the Wicked from the first film even better if she does think that Elphaba's dead.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't believe it personally. Yeah, and I know that people are picking issues, being like, "Why is she waiting in that cupboard for so long?"
Well, if you're going to get caught out in there, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But the first half of the film isn't quite as strong purely because it lingers on that tension a bit too long, maybe.
You know what I really like though? The fight scene between Elphaba and Glinda.
Where it's kind of a petty fight.
It's so petty and it's so funny.
They're just slapping each other.
Yeah.
That is quite funny.
That's probably one of my favourite scenes of the film because it's slightly ridiculous. I'm going to get onto my issues because I've got a couple of them. Madame Morrible as a character, terrible. Bad casting.
Well, Michelle Yeoh is wonderful in the role, but she can't sing.
Yeah, she was iffy in that film.
Insult Michelle Yeoh at your peril. That's what I say to you.
Okay, I'm sure that she's a wonderful actress in other things.
She is a wonderful actress.
But in this
film...
Tread
very fucking carefully.
In this film, she is my biggest issue. Mm-hmm. And the fact that she can't sing and all of like Madame Morrible's really big moments were kind of brushed over because they're singing moments. Mm-hmm. And Michelle Yeoh can't sing.
But then she gets taken away by some flying monkeys at the end, so it's fine.
So true. Yeah.
What's your other issue?
My second issue is the house and Nessa Rose.
What's your issue with that necessarily?
So, obviously, we get told that Madame Morrible has made the tornado and her intention is to kill Nessa Rose to bring Elphaba out. In The Wizard of Oz, you can see Nessa Rose's legs out of the house, which is how Dorothy gets the shoes. Mm-hmm. She's right under the house. You don't see her at all, dead. I understand that you can't do the legs because they skipped over the whole she can walk again, which I'm glad that they did because I think that
would have been quite problematic.
Yeah. I'm really glad that they changed that.
They didn't do that.
But there's no sensible reason as to how Dorothy has got the shoes because she was so underneath all of the rubble that even Elphaba didn't have a moment with her.
Yeah, I don't. Well, hang on. In the original, once Dorothy gets the slippers, the Wicked Witch of the East's feet just back up and leave anyway. So.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, maybe that's the argument then.
Let's go with that.
Sure, that'll do. Right, let's fix that one.
Sure, why not? But yeah, I think that's the case at least. So then, moving on from that scene as we go on, Fiyero finds Glinda and is about to shoot her.
Yes.
Well, poses that he's going to. She knows he's not actually going to do that.
But she doesn't to begin with. She doesn't know that she's not. She thinks that he's turned on her.
That's true.
Which is quite nice.
That's why she has that vengeful moment of use her sister, start a rumor about her sister.
Yeah.
And then Michelle Yeoh goes, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to kill her.
What an op.
Yeah. What an op.
What an op.
So Fiyero then proceeding to get captured and beaten and bruised and all that. That's quite difficult to watch, which then leads into the best song in the movie, which is No Good Deed, which is obviously the best song in the movie.
I disagree.
What is then?
For Good.
I mean, For Good's amazing.
Yeah.
No Good Deed is wonderful because that's when Elphaba snaps.
Yes.
It's
nice to see.
Yeah. She saves Scarecrow and doesn't become a misunderstood hero anymore. She's actually villainous.
Yeah, she's playing into the Wicked Witch.
She's playing into it now. As happens when she kidnaps Dorothy and stuffs her in her basement. Yeah. Yeah. Get them slippers off your feet or I will literally kill you or something.
Fair enough. Yeah. I'm with her.
I mean, Glinda put those slippers on her feet, but all right.
But I think that Glinda...
It's not Dorothy's fault.
No, but I think Glinda probably did it knowing that Elphaba was going to snap.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't really get the rationale behind her doing that. Behind her putting the slippers on Dorothy's feet.
But at that point, Glinda's also at her low. She has done Wonderful, which is also a great song.
And Couldn't Be Happy is wonderful as well.
Yeah.
That's a great song.
Elphaba has gone, no, I don't want to be part of the politics. The Wizard is a
knob. Yeah, sure.
That was not the word I was going to say, but yeah. And has basically left Glinda alone again. After giving her hope that they could be together. Yeah. So Glinda is also at her lowest in the sense that she's obviously given the idea of
using
Nessa Rose, and then has gone, also we'll use Dorothy while she's out and about.
Yeah.
maybe that will help me find. I think that her motive was the same as Fiero's in the sense of using
trying
Dorothy
to draw
to get to
Elphaba out.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So I suppose, yeah, there are a few logic issues with this one that aren't present in the first, but I think the heart and soul of the movie is still there.
100%.
And the whole good versus evil theme, I enjoy that they mess with it and go, neither Glinda is good nor Elphaba is evil. They're both quite morally grey.
Yes.
And that's referenced in For Good when she says, I guess there's blame to share.
Yeah.
Which is a great line. And yeah, there is blame to share. They both made some very bad choices that led them to this point. And
I do feel
they have that little forgiveness moment at the end, which is wonderful. And that's obviously the core of the two movies is that friendship, and that's why you have the emotional connection there.
It's really cute.
It is wonderful.
And it's quite sad.
Yeah.
I would like to
you don't care that much about Elphaba bringing down the wizard, though.
No, he deserved that.
No, sorry?
Bringing down the wizard,
no,
he deserved it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I just mean that's kind of background.
Yeah.
You don't care too much about that from an emotion point of view. Just like, yeah, that'd be cool, I guess.
But I don't think that they would have been able to linger on the friendship so much if they had the wizard as the foreground.
I'm glad the foreground is, like you say, is the friendship. Yeah. And I would just like to add a little point, one more thing about obviously the friendship between them. At the start with Couldn't Be Happier. Yeah. Little side note. I love Jonathan Bailey's face in that when he finds out he's getting engaged. Yeah. And he just looks...
I've got an issue with Jonathan Bailey's appearance as Fiero. Why have they given him blue eye contacts just for this film? He didn't have them in the first film. And then I'm sure that there was interviews that were like, oh, we've done it for a reason. But then when he's the Scarecrow, he has brown eyes anyway. So what's the point?
I don't know. I didn't notice. Is it so his blue eyes pop out more as Scarecrow?
No, he had brown eyes as the Scarecrow.
But he had blue eyes as...
Fiero.
So what
but he had brown eyes as Fiero in the first film.
Yeah. Fine. Right, whatever. So, I don't know. That makes no sense.
No.
I'm not even going to get into that.
Sorry,
the thing I was going to say was... There's a series of very small flashbacks in this film to Elphaba, Glinda, Boq, Fiero, and Nessa all out together as a nice little friendship group in a field, which is really cute. Yeah. But I don't feel that unit as a friendship group was really built up in the first one.
No, it was a bit random, wasn't it?
It was kind of like, I didn't actually know Fiero and Boq were friends, if you will. Yeah. Did they even speak to each other that much before they became Scarecrow and Tin Man?
I think all it is, it's probably one of those weird friendship groups where Glinda and Elphaba are mates, Fiero's dating Glinda, Elphaba was like, oh, my sister needs to come, and then...
And Boq
was like, Glinda's there, I'm coming.
Yeah, if you take it like that. Yeah. It's just the way, if you take it from that perspective of there's a bunch of social politics going on, that's quite interesting. But the flashback presents it as if it's a really happy time where there's no issues. Yeah. And that's kind of where I have only a minor issue. But
I think they shoehorn that in solely for the closing.
Which is a wonderful shot.
Great shot.
When I saw that, I the Leonardo DiCaprio meme been pointing at the screen. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing that happens in the original poster.
I did that, and then I was looking at Jack next to me, and he didn't look like he got it. And I was like, "Do you get it?" And he was yeah, I got it. And I was like, "You didn't look like you weren't." But,
to be fair, my reaction was kind of visually, it emotionally, it was Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. But physically, it was just like,
yeah. But I was going like, just like playing it out.
Full on guffaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
But no, that was really cute. I'm glad that was the end shot.
I did see a really funny tweet that said in that group of 5 people, imagine being the fifth wheel in this. And then the reply was like, the way this could be about any of them.
So true.
Which one of them's I don't know. It's great. This is wonderful.
Nessa.
Well, yeah, you'd think. But it really could be any of them.
No, that's true.
It could be Fiero because he's, Elphaba and Glinda are with each other. Boq because he wants to be with Glinda. Yeah. And Nessa's just kind of like, I kind of don't want to be bothered with you. Which Nessa Rose going mental on Munchkins because...
Funny.
Because Boq was like, actually, I kind of love Glinda, not going to lie by. Yeah. And then Nessa becoming the Wicked Witch of the East. That was wonderful.
I think that there was too much of a jump between Nessa as the governor and becoming the Wicked Witch of the East.
She kind of does it in name, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's quite a big, significant, like, all of a sudden, like,
Obviously, she does the whole thing of animals and munchkins cannot travel without licenses because she wants to trap and punish Bok.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing she kind of does. And most of it's done out of grief.
But then, is she magic? Does she show magic?
Not really sure. The movie doesn't elaborate on that very well. Picking this movie apart makes me sound like I don't like it very much.
No, I know, yeah.
But I promise you, this is a movie that I do like.
I've got one more issue.
Okay.
Clock tick.
Why is that an issue for you? So they say clock tick as a bit of slang.
A lot.
They didn't say it at all in the first one.
No. It became a really big thing in the second one. And then, if I remember correctly, there is one point where Glinda says... Just a sec.
Yeah. She says, and you know what? That is actually in the retroactively returning to the scene from the first film, isn't it? When she pops the bubble.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing we should talk about is the new songs. But yes, so I kind of get the issue. It just didn't bother me very much. That feels like a nitpick.
It really... you know when you like pick up on something and then that's the only thing you can hear?
Like when I'm editing this and I hear myself go, all the time.
Or when you hear me say really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It was that with clock tick.
I suppose.
It really, really bothered me for some reason.
It didn't bother me that much. Fair enough.
But yeah, new songs. I'm not a massive fan of the soundtrack because I think the songs are too long to listen to in my ears, except the big, like, iconic ones.
Yeah.
Like, they really go on for a long time. I couldn't tell you which song was Elphaba's original. Did
they swap some out for new ones, or did they?
No, I think they added.
Yeah, I was going to say, they did add. So, obviously... you mean you don't know which were the two
I don't know
songs?
which one. I know that Girl in the Bubble was Glinda's, but I don't know which one
It was
new.
Place. It was No Place Like Home, which was kind of, towards the start when she was like on the yellow brick road with all the animals.
Oh, yeah.
That was new. I liked both of those songs.
I really like Girl in the Bubble. I was not that fussed by No Place Like Home.
I mean, I think Girl in the Bubble's better, but I still like them both.
Yeah.
But like I say, Ariana's got more of a spotlight on this one because they want her to get the lead actress now,
Yeah.
which she probably will. But if the first one didn't get that many major Oscar wins, this one's not gonna.
No, I don't reckon.
I would still say that this is a really good film, and emotionally, I felt deeply connected to it. And by the end, and when you see Elphaba and Scarecrow walk off,
literally into the sunset.
Yeah, literally into the sunset. I thought this has been a wonderful duology. I've had a great time with this.
I would recommend to anyone who hasn't seen it and wants to see it to watch both back to back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't watch it without watching the first.
No, definitely. I mean, if you've seen the first one, you go watch the second one, you'll be okay. But if you've not seen the first one, definitely don't go watch part two until you have.
Yeah, and I think the emotion will hit harder if you do double bill it and watch both in one go.
Is that what you did?
I didn't, but I feel like I should have.
Fair enough. I mean, the emotion did hit hard for me quite a lot, but I do wonder how much of that was bias because going to the premiere, I was kind of, I already had quite a lot of hype and personal connection sounds so poncy, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know if the fact that I had an awful day before also kind of affected it in the end.
Maybe. But obviously we're recording this, 6 days after we both saw it?
Yeah.
So that's not full time for recency bias to pass, but a decent chunk.
Yeah.
So
it was still a good movie. I still think that it's one of my favourite movies this year.
It's a good movie, definitely one of my favourites of the year. Because even though it does sound like I have a lot of issues with it, which I do have some issues with it. They weren't enough to overcome the fun I had with this film and the emotion I felt at the amount of disconnect that Elphaba had with the people of Oz, or rather that they had with her.
Yeah.
And all of those kind of social politics, that was really interesting. And it was just a great experience. Good movie.
Still beautiful visually.
That's so true.
Yeah.
But the first one is a great movie.
100%, I agree with that.
And that's Wicked for Good.
That's Wicked for Good.
Wonderful.
I'm excited for next week too. We've got a good film next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't be happier about that. Right, there Okay. All right. Game.
Game. Okay. This is a stupid one.
I'm excited for this. What we got?
I need you to really bear with me here and play up to it because your answers can be really short, but I need you to really like over-explain yourself to make this fun.
Right.
So we're playing a game of who's most likely to.
Okay. All right.
But I've got situations and I'm going to give you a group of fictional characters and I need you to tell me who's most likely to out of the group of fictional characters.
That's quite fun. Okay,
yeah. I've got 7 of them.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Ready?
Yes.
Okay, number 1. Which of the Avengers would you choose to be your wingman on a night out?
To be my wingman on a night out? I mean, the obvious comedy answer is Falcon. But because wings, but you've got to think about who would be the most fun. I'm gonna be honest. Thor, depending on which era.
Okay.
Tony Stark would pay for everything.
Yeah, but you're specifically trying to pull a girl.
Oh,
so
no, Thor's not gonna work then. Never mind
helping
that.
You?
No, okay, that's a fair point. You know, Steve Rogers would gas me up, but then everyone would be attracted to Steve Rogers. This is the issue. Peter Parker's got a lot of charisma, to be fair.
He's also very awkward.
But as Spider-Man, is this in costume or?
Up to you. I'm going to leave that up to you.
If Spider-Man was no, everyone would be like, it's Spider-Man. God, this is really difficult, actually. I know who we'll go with. I've got a great one. We're going with Scott Lang. And the reason
that is such a good answer.
The reason we're going with this is because he's naturally funny.
Yeah.
He's got loads of charisma. But he's got he's got a wife.
Yeah.
Hope Van Dyne is his wife. He's a taken man.
Yeah.
And he's very nice about everyone he meets, I think.
Do you think he'd be good at turning the conversation back to you if he's talking about himself too much?
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Well, he's a con man, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I think he'd be good at that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going with Scott Lang. I think he'd be good at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
As Ant-Man or just Scott Lang?
Just as Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid. Okay, number 2. Which of the horsemen...
Now you see me.
Now you see me. Do you think is most likely to kill a man and get away with it? And how would they kill that man?
To kill a man and get away with it? Okay. Well, a couple things come to mind. If you go with Woody, I don't remember any of their names. If you go with Woody Harrelson, who's obviously he's a hypnotist.
Yeah.
It would be fairly easy, I would assume, to hypnotize the potential witnesses and then just straight up slice a guy's throat and then leave.
Okay. Do you not think he'd even bother to hide the body? Literally just
I'm sure he would.
Dead and gone.
I mean... Mind you, that the whole point of, none of the witnesses remember, that probably makes it quite easy for people to figure out which one it was. Dave Franco is obviously... No. You know who'd be good, actually? Atlas.
Why?
Because he is able to plan... You know, he is an illusionist. He's able to... He figures things out well far in advance.
Yeah.
He can literally build his alibi while he kills someone and hides the body.
That is probably very true, yeah.
He can build his alibi for months.
How would he kill someone?
How would he do it?
It would have to be quite showy, right?
His alibi would have to be quite showy.
Okay.
Him actually killing someone would be something like tracking. You know how to get to the Horseman shows, you have to track down. You know, you get clues, and if they figure them out, they go to that arena. Yeah. You'd have to make specific clues for a specific person, lure them into a warehouse, and slit their throat.
But you'd have to pick a victim really far in advance. So who do you think he's going for? Someone he knows, or just literally walk past the street and go, "You seem like an asshole"?
Probably the second one. That feels more like Atlas's MO.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think we'll go with that.
Okay, solid. Yeah. Right. Number 3. In the Barbie movie, we have lots of variations of Barbie.
We do, yes.
Yeah. So out of all of the Barbies that you remember from the Barbie movie, which one is most likely to create a media empire?
A media empire? Well... which one was the Emma Mackey Barbie? Was she politician Barbie? Because if she was, or scientist Barbie... I mean, the advantage with Margot Robbie's Barbie is that obviously she's been in the real...
Physicist Barbie.
Oh, that's not going to work. There was one of them that was a president. President Barbie was one of the ones. Maybe we'll go with President Barbie.
Do you think that the media empire will be ethical?
If it's run by the Barbies, probably.
Okay, so you think there's quite a nice...
It's a nice little corporation, which is an insane sentence. But yes, I think President Barbie, because she clearly got voted in.
Yeah.
People like her, so they listen to her. So we're going with President Barbie.
Okay. Yeah. Where do you think she'd start? Do you think she'd start with TV? Do you think she'd start with radio?
I think she would start with radio so they can play it on the beach.
Okay.
Which is, of course, Ken's job is beach.
Yes.
The hell does that? I don't know.
Beach.
How does that mean? Beach.
Beach. Yeah. Okay.
My job is beach. There you go.
That would be a great job.
That would be a wonderful job.
Okay. Next up. Imagine that you have committed the most unholy sin you can think of. Right?
Most unholy sin I could think of.
Yeah, don't tell me because we're probably going to get cancelled.
I was going to make a joke about, I don't know, like buying a Logan Paul t-shirt or something.
I mean like serious.
Oh, right.
Like bad. Which of the Bard and Bellas would you trust most with the secret?
Oh, God. That's really terrible. I feel like the only answer I'd have to go for is Becca.
Do you think?
Well, because Fat Amy would be a disaster.
Yeah.
Chloe would be a disaster. Lily pre-exorcism. Because she wouldn't be able to tell anyone. Lily pre-exorcism.
She literally says the most like insane things in a little tiny incy voice.
Like how all my teeth are from other people. Yes.
Yeah. So she could do that and actually tell everybody, but would they know?
Yeah, that's true. Becca's not... they're all terrible at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say Becca purely because with her, at least she's going to try. At least she's going to try.
But you know straight away she's telling one of them. And then you've got two of them knowing.
Yeah. It's really... They'll have to just all die.
That's the... Okay.
Yeah. Burn... No. Anyway,
who would you kill first?
Who of the Bard and Bellas would I kill first?
Yeah.
Who's going to make the most fuss? Christ, I'm moving on before I open that can of worms. Anyway.
Okay, next up. Which of the Justice League do you think is most likely to be a furry? And what would their fursona be?
Wow. Okay. Are we going a specific version of the Justice League, like the Snyderverse, or just a comic version, or?
Let's go Snyder.
Okay, in a Snyderverse, so who we got? We got Batman, no. Superman, no. Aquaman would be very weird.
He'd be a scaly, if anything.
Yeah, that's so true. Wonder Woman, probably not. Cyborg and Flash are the only two options left. Honestly, in the Snyderverse, probably Flash.
Okay.
Ezra Miller plays him. That's enough.
Well, what would his persona be?
Oh, gosh. Let's say a fucking jaguar. I'm trying to think of something that's really fast.
Yeah, no, I do get what you mean.
Yeah, leopard. He's a leopard.
Sick.
He's a leopard. That's the only thing I've got for you with that one. Yeah, Barry Allen's fursona is a leopard.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Do you think he'll go to the cons, or do you think he keeps it to himself?
I think he goes to the cons.
Yeah.
He definitely goes
100%.
to the cons.
Do you reckon he makes videos in his fursuit?
Hesitantly, I would say.
Okay.
I think you'd have to, again, going the Ezra Miller version, you have to big himself up a bit before he does that. Yeah, he can work towards it.
Good for him.
Yes.
I'm happy for him and his new venture.
Yes, so am I.
Okay. Penultimate one.
Yay.
You're dying.
Oh.
You have a newborn child.
Okay.
Your wife is also dead.
Oh, shit.
Which of the Suicide Squad are you trusting with your newly orphaned child?
That's an awful question. That's an awful question. There is only one answer that... Oh, no. He's been in prison loads of times. Well, they've all been in prison loads of times. That's the problem. Does it matter which variation of the Suicide Squad we're going for?
No, go ahead.
All right. Well, probably... Ooh, Deadshot has a kid, so that would be kind of all right.
Yeah.
We could go with that because we know he loves his kids and he doesn't kill kids in the 2016 awful movie. I don't think. the other option is Harley Quinn because of Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
And how she ends up having a bit of sympathy towards kids. And in Suicide Squad, that wildly inconsistent character arc that she has where she gets angry at El Diablo for torching his children. He's like,
yeah,
he killed them, didn't you? I thought you didn't care about kids being killed.
But you've also got to think that this is a baby, so she's going to have to be like monitoring this newborn child.
I can't believe I'm saying we're going with Deadshot, but there's no other better choices. There are no better choices. Yeah, unless you can say Rick Flag, but he doesn't really count. So if obviously Rick Flag's never been to prison, he's an actual solid dude. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't think that's what the question wants me to say. So if we can't go Rick Flag, we're gonna have to go Deadshot.
Okay, solid. Right, final one. Mm-hmm. Which of the Muppets do you think is best in bed?
What the no. Come back to the mic. Oh God, I don't know the Muppets very well.
Do you want me to?
Who's the one that goes? You know,
Animal.
Huh?
Animal.
Is that his name?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's go with him, the hairy one.
They're all quite hairy.
Because he'd be fucking wild. Let's go with that.
Wait, I'm gonna show you a picture and you're gonna point.
That guy.
This guy.
Huh?
That guy.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's Animal.
Yeah, Animal.
Solid.
Animal would be the. He'd be. I'm gonna not finish that sentence.
I think Miss Piggy, and I think she'd be really into BDSM.
This is no. You know, we don't kink shame. But holy shit, I wasn't. It's just that I wasn't expecting that.
Fun fact.
Is it going to be fun, or is it just going to be a fact?
When I used to be on dating apps, that would be my opening line to boys.
What?
I would ask them, "Who do you think? Which of the Muppets do you think would be best in bed?"
I thought you meant something else.
No, I would ask them that because I hate small talk so much.
Okay. So rather than just, have you got brothers?
Yeah.
You'd be like,
which of the Muppets would you do? And 9 times out of 10,
the answer is none of them. But
they would go, that's disgusting.
And that's how you know they weren't for you.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Right then.
And that's the game. Did you enjoy?
I enjoyed all of them except the last one. Oh wow, that was strange. So
okay, news.
Yeah, please can we move on? So news, right? So great stuff to talk about this week.
Good stuff.
It's not that great actually. Okay. Right, it's time for the weekly Warner updates.
Yay!
I'm going to keep it brief because I know how bored you are of these.
I'm not bored.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still going to keep it brief.
That's fine.
So, not much to talk about except that Comcast, who own Universal, Paramount, and Netflix have all submitted bids formally. I don't know what each bid is, but they have submitted formal bids.
Nice.
And Warner Bros. Have declined them all. With the adjunct of, that's too low, increase your bids for round 2 of bidding. God. They are really squeezing this.
I'm fed up of Warner and their management.
Yeah, I mean...
This has gone on for a really long time.
It has. This sale was always going to take a long time, and this was always in the game plan, because it was always David Zaslav's plan to buy them, make them profitable, and then sell them for more money than he bought them for. Yeah. And get omega rich for him and his shareholders. Mm-hmm. But still.
It's like when you buy a house and do it up and then sell it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
Good, I guess so. Good for that billionaire.
I think that Universal's a good shout, though.
Yeah, Universal's not bad. Except they are already one of the major studios. That's my issue.
Yeah, they own too much of the market.
James Cameron has actually said that it would be disastrous if Netflix bought them, which we've been saying that all along. So it's good to know James Cameron is a listener of this podcast.
And he's on our side.
Yes, it's good to know that we have the director of the most successful movie of all time listening to us. Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, James.
Yes. So...
See you for lunch later.
See you later in LA. Please let me be in Avatar 4. I promise I won't slag off Avatar 3.
Oh,
well,
no promises.
That being said, Avatar 3 is the next thing in the news.
Okay.
There is a rumor.
Okay.
So we know that before Avatar, we're getting Avengers Doomsday trailer.
Yes.
Very, very excited about that.
Yeah.
It's going to be really, really hype.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We're also rumored to be getting, and the reason I brought this up is because I think this is very likely.
Okay.
We are rumored to be getting a 6-minute preview of The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, in front of Avatar in IMAX screens, exclusive to IMAX screens.
That's good.
That is great.
Christopher Nolan do previews in front of long ones?
Chris Nolan does. Okay. So he previewed in front of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. He did a 6-minute preview of Tenet.
Wow.
Which was
Have you watched Tenet? I assume that you have.
I have seen it a couple times.
I like Tenet.
It's my least favorite Christopher Nolan film.
Okay.
But
never mind.
But it's
I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah, you do that. It's all right. I just think it's needlessly confusing and the audio mix is terrible. But other than that, I don't really have any issues with it.
I thought it was fun.
It is fun.
I enjoyed it.
If you go into it with the pretext of don't try to understand it, just roll with it.
Yeah.
Then you'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
So overhated, but also it's still my least favorite.
Fair enough.
Either way, this is something that he does. He did a 6-minute preview for Dark Knight Rises in front of a film about a year before it came out. And it was the plane crash scene with Bane. Wonderful scene, by the way. And he previewed The Dark Knight in IMAX in front of another movie. It was like really far away from when The Dark Knight came out. Mm-hmm. And that was the bank heist at the start that finishes with the Joker revealing himself.
So he's just a special man and he gets special things.
Yeah. And he's allowed because of how much he champions cinemas and IMAX and physical media. And I love everything that he says. I love Chris Nolan. Except that he doesn't give his actors chairs on set. That's a bit wank.
Yeah, silver fall.
You should probably do that.
Silver fall. Comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least give them a pillow if you're making them sit on the floor.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I am so hyped for The Odyssey, though. It's my most anticipated movie of next year. Spider-Man Brand New Day being the close second. But Odyssey, I'm still more excited.
What else is coming out next year?
Avengers Doomsday.
No, other than Marvel. What else is coming out
fine.
next year?
Supergirl. No, other than DC. Dune. Toy Story 5. Shrek 5. Oh, wait, no, did Shrek 5 get delayed? I think Shrek 5 might have got delayed, actually.
Yeah, because aren't they redoing it because everyone's guessed the plot already?
Yeah, which is really funny. But yeah, so there's quite a lot coming next year, actually. Mario 2.
Oh, I'm actually quite
it's called Super Mario Galaxy, but still.
Brie Larson's voicing Rosalina.
Yes, she is.
I'm quite excited for that.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And Project Hail Mary, which I'm super excited for.
Yeah, that looks good.
Super excited for Project Hail Mary. But either way, that's not what we're here to discuss.
Sorry.
It is The Odyssey. We're getting this preview. I love when Chris Nolan does this.
Yeah.
And it means I'm guaranteed to go to Avatar the night it comes out in IMAX. And I'm not sure yet. I've been planning this morning where I'm going to see it.
Okay.
I don't know whether I might trek to London for it for the biggest screen I can get to without going to Germany. Right then, Wicked's done quite well.
Good for them.
It's done very well.
Have you got the numbers now?
No, I've not got the numbers. But that's not what I'm here to... Why are you sighing? That's not what I'm here to discuss.
Terrible preparation. You had one job.
No. I'm not discussing the box office because that's quite obvious. All I needed to say was it did well.
Yay!
What I actually am here to discuss is that sequels are being figured out at Universal Pictures. Past Wicked for good.
What?
Yeah, they basically are saying that Wicked, because of how successful it is, they want to
do
continue.
another one.
Another one, whether it's a sequel or spin-off, we don't know. But I have the quote here. It says, a rep for Universal said, because of Wicked's success, but also the fanship, we have almost a responsibility to figure out how we can continue in this universe. Have we figured it out yet? No, but things are underway. That's Universal's chief marketing officer, Michael Moses, talking there. So they're going to do more. They're going to do more.
Oh, I know that like the argument of everything's remakes and sequels is like, oh, that's fine because it is like getting viewership and people actually watching it. Mm-hmm. But I think when you're making spin-offs, just because somebody liked a film. Eventually, you're going to get to the point where they don't like the films anymore, and then you're going to be like, oh, why are people not coming to watch my films?
Yeah, that is true. They have the risk of burning out the audience. That's what nearly happened with, well, I say what nearly happened. That's what did happen with Star Wars. That's why Solo, a Star Wars story, didn't make nearly as much money as it should have. And but then the caveat to that is I thought Agatha was a terrible idea, and then I watched the show and went, oh, never mind, this is great. This is great. So...
yeah,
it's a double-edged sword.
I don't know, because what are they going to do? They're going to have like a rom-com where it's Elphaba and Fiero?
I don't know. I don't necessarily know if they'd continue with Elphaba and Glinda. That story's so finished that I don't know if you
But then what are you doing? Just another Wizard of Oz remake?
I don't know, Bok. Spin-off about Dorothy. Let's see what happens. Let's see her side of the story.
When she gets back to Kansas.
No, I'm making a joke about them just making the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I already made that joke.
I'm going to storm out the studio in a minute.
Go on then.
No. So.
See you later.
Wow. Right. Last piece of news then.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. Timothy Cruise. Now, we love Tom Cruise.
We do, actually.
I like him. Questionable, some questionable things about his personal life, but that's his personal life. It's none of my business. As an actor, as a Hollywood movie star, I quite like him. I quite like him.
Yeah.
As an advocate for movies and cinemas and everything. Love that man.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Did that add to the story?
Yeah.
Go on.
It's my opinions on Tom Cruise. So, obviously, been in the industry for a very long time.
Yes.
Now, the Governor's Awards happened in Los Angeles, which is basically something that the Academy throws to celebrate the people that make the movies, right? So. Like the Oscars, but not the official Oscars.
Okay.
But they do at these awards give out honorary Oscars.
Okay.
So they've given Tom Cruise one. Basically, they give these out to people who they feel have contributed massively to the industry.
But just haven't done well enough to get an actual Oscar.
Or not done well enough. Just like they gave Angela Bassett one a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Because they felt that she had delivered a substantial body of Academy Awards worthy work.
Yeah.
That because of who she was up against, she's never won for.
Yeah.
So they just went, you deserve one. Just take this.
Fair enough.
Take this honorary Oscar. So Tom Cruise has got one.
Good for him.
You think he deserves it?
I do.
I do as well.
He kind of carries a lot of the film industry on his back.
I remember when Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning was being filmed and the Sun newspaper got a hold of some audio of him screaming at crew members, trying to make him look bad.
Yeah.
But if you listen to it, he's screaming at them because they're not wearing masks in lockdown.
Okay. So
and because if they get one case of COVID, they have to shut down for 2 weeks, and the studios lose millions of dollars. And and if you take the corporate side out of it, a lot of people, not millionaires or anything, their livelihoods are on the line. So it makes sense why he was shouting at them, and it actually just increased my respect for him.
Fair play to him. No, I definitely think he deserves it. I think that.
Yeah.
I mean, him in Mission Impossible alone.
Yeah.
Is incredibly impressive.
He is very. I mean, that man is 63.
Mad.
It is
and
insane.
he's still going.
Yeah.
He's jumping off buildings and all that.
Yeah.
Fair play to him.
I haven't seen The Final Reckoning yet, but I've seen all the other Mission Impossible movies, and yeah, very impressed with the lad. Good for him.
Good for him.
To promote this Mission Impossible movie, he stood on top of the BFI building in London.
He did.
He just did that.
Fair enough.
We don't know why.
Give him
the Oscar for there were people in a college nearby just filming on the phone. Like, I'm pretty sure, guys, I think Tom Cruise is on that roof. He's not even doing anything. He's just up there. And he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him. Love that. Love that for Tom Cruise. So that's pretty much it for that story, and therefore it for the news. Very pleased for Tom Cruise.
Good for Tom Cruise.
I think he deserves it.
Maybe I'll send him an email of congratulations.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that, because he, like James Cameron, avid listener of this show.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, it's Ben, Alex Blakeway, and Tom Cruise and James Cameron.
Yes.
That's who it is.
Have we received any more hate mail since last week?
We've received something.
Right.
So when I say it's not necessarily hate mail, but what Alex did say.
Okay, it's Alex, not Ben this week.
Not Ben this week.
Okay.
He said, in response to the last episode, he said, another mention on the Seen It podcast. I'm on a hot streak. Every time I finish your podcast, it goes on to a West Brom podcast. when a TalkSport advert at the start that's like 2 times louder than your podcast plays. It's a horrible experience. So it's not necessarily hate mail.
No, that's really funny though.
But
That
it is
goes
quite
into
funny.
sports.
Yeah, absolutely. He also said make something up to give me a shout out for, but I can't think of anything. So
well, I segued to give him a shout out anyway. You're welcome. This wasn't planned.
yeah, that's true. I didn't actually say that beforehand.
Yeah.
So thanks Ash for that. Despite you not being allowed to have a microphone, if it was up to him, as he said last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I can't remember why.
Well, I have control of the editing because you had bad opinions on Avatar.
Bad opinions on Avatar. I still stand by those.
Yeah, fair enough.
Please don't cut me out on the podcast.
I'm really excited for Avatar Fire and Ash, but it says something about the substance of the franchise that I'm more excited for the trailers before it. I'm more excited to see Avengers and Odyssey.
No, that's so fair.
Than Avatar.
Imagine that you cut me out of this and then I posted it and I didn't listen to it. It's just you talking for 40 minutes.
I'll just record over it and it's just like me exposing Ash for everything that she's done wrong.
What have I done wrong?
I don't know. I'll have to think of some fake allegations. Okay. Well, I'm sure I can figure that out.
Yeah.
You know, misinformation is quite easy to make these days.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
Edit my voice to say something really horrible.
Yeah, I'll get an AI.
And then it'll bite me in the arse when I'm trying to apply for jobs.
That's a great idea.
Oh, your social footprint.
That's a great digital footprint, actually.
Whatever.
Right.
Whatever.
Ugh, fine.
Whatever.
Can you stop being so loutish?
You told me last week that I was too quiet, so
I did do that.
I'm overcompensating.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Is that it?
I feel like that's it for now. Wicked for good.
Pretty good.
A lot of fun games. And Tom Cruise got an Oscar. Let's go.
And we talked about the Muppets in bed.
Yeah, that was something that
That was going in the title.
Yeah, that's something I didn't need to do. Yeah, I guess I'll leave that up to you. I'm in charge of the editing. I'm not in charge of the writing of the bio, which means you could write some really horrible stuff about me. Yeah. My gosh.
Payback.
Let's see how much slander we can get in this episode. This is going to be fun. Right.
Right.
Thanks very much for listening. Where can people find us?
If you are interested, you can follow us on Instagram. I'm not posting on Instagram, but I might.
Could do.
That is sceneit.mp3 on Instagram.
That's seen it like movie scene because we're clever and cool.
SCENE, not SEEN.
Yep, that's correct.
There you go. If you want to email us.
Don't know why you would want to, but if you do.
That is sceneit.mp3@gmail.com. And please send something horrifically terrible so we can read it out on the recording because it's funny.
You hear that, Ben? There you go. Thank you very much. Thanks very much,
Not
everyone.
censored. We will read anything.
Maybe not anything. I don't think we'd read anything, but oh well.
I mean, we'd read it to ourselves, but maybe not add it to the podcast.
Probably not.
But that would be really funny.
That would be quite funny.
But let's not do that.